we go.
That's a fucking healthy board. Thank you, sir.
Testing. 1, 2, 3. It doesn't help that you don't have your headphones on.
Sounds good out here, bud.
Sounds real good.
Sounds great. Real soy professional.
All right. Well, I guess we should just jump right into it, huh?
I guess so.
All right. Let's see. Problem and clock started.
Yes, sir.
Welcome back, you motherfuckers.
Welcome back, buddy. Long time no see.
Yeah, man. It's been what, like an hour?
Almost a minute.
Oh man. Here, cheers, brother.
Oh yeah, bud.
How's everything going, man?
It's good. It's good.
All right, man. Well, you want to shamelessly promote us?
Yeah. So, YouTube Shattered Wisdom.
Yeah.
We're gaining traction on the YouTube.
Fucking finally.
Yeah,
it's starting to happen.
It's good. We're getting a lot of hits. We're getting a lot of views. So please go on there, comment, like, subscribe. Shout out to everybody that does it. Shout out to Lance and Eric Pease and everybody that's are listening to these things and watching them and helping us out. We really appreciate it. So please keep going to YouTube.
Yes.
Instagram, Shattered Wisdom Podcast. I am Shattered Wisdom _ Jack. He is Shattered Wisdom _ Jerett.
I am.
And I think we got rid of the website.
The website, so I know that we pay for the website yearly.
Okay.
Up front, so it might still be up now, but it is going away.
Yeah, it's kind of an outdated, archaic.
Yeah, it's like having a fax machine.
Oh.
Like your grandparents might be able to find it.
Oh, sure.
But anybody who lives in today's world, they're not going to websites anymore unless it's the hub.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, and I think OnlyFans might have ruined that. So I don't know how the world works. I've been married for a long time. It's fucking different out there. Apparently,
it's a terrifying place.
Yeah, living vicariously through Jeremy, I'm like, oh god, I could never do that,
dude. So I was talking to a girl that I go to the gym with, and she started a podcast with her girlfriend.
Yeah,
and we were talking about ideas, and they're like 5 episodes in.
Yeah.
And
they don't hate it yet.
They don't hate it.
Yeah, okay.
But she was like, how do you guys come up with topics? And I said, we wrote a bunch down, and we've done this and done that. And then I said, my co-host brother has a pretty wild dating life.
That shit writes itself.
I'm like, dude, he's a serial Facebook dater. He dates all these girls off there. It writes itself.
Yeah, I mean, like, you have to know how to deal with content, but those are slow pitch softballs, man. Those are fucking lobs.
Oh, yeah.
They're like, hey, man, I did this and that. Like, how can I not fucking make a joke out of this?
Oh, yeah, but tying it into the whole modern day,
yeah.
She said, you know what's funny? Her co-host just, I guess, went through a rough divorce.
You have to our co-host to look up my brother.
I don't know. And
you want to have a real bad time.
And this girl, Tony, she said she had gone through a breakup recently, too. And I was laughing because I was like, dude, we did internet dating, which is their new reality, right? Internet dating. And I said, we did his side. Then we had,
it's Sammy.
Sammy on. And I said, we did the girls' side. And she was like, oh, my God. Like, my
Sammy's a savage. I don't know if that counts.
But she's like, my co-host and I are, like, getting back into the dating world, and that's what we're having to do. And I was like, dude, you should podcast about it. She's like, maybe we'll collaborate with you guys and come on.
We can do a dating game with them.
I was like, oh, yeah.
We can get their perspective.
Oh, yeah. But I said it'd be good because I think they're both single moms.
Okay, yeah. So
it'd be good to get, like, a...
Yeah. Well, and dating's different, too, when you're a single mom versus just a single person.
Yeah.
Or we'll say a single parent versus just a single person because your free time is not there.
Oh, yeah.
Like, you can't just drop things at the drop of a dime. You can't just be like, fucking, let's go on that trip.
Yeah, let's go. Hey, let's go out to dinner. Well, I got to get a sitter. I got to this. Or my kid is with my ex that night. Or I have my kid for the week or whatever. It's a whole new dynamic.
Yeah. Well, like, Chris has 5 fucking kids now.
What?
Yeah, he's got Jen's 3 and his 2. He's got 5 fucking kids.
He's got the Brady Bunch.
He doesn't have time to do anything.
Oh no, he's coaching. He's all over the place.
Yeah. He's busy. They're both busy, and I feel like in the dating world, when you're older, right, and more mature, right, and I think that children make you mature a lot faster than you would normally. I think that you should date somebody who understands the things that you deal with.
Yeah.
Because it's easier for them to comprehend, honestly. Like, fucking, hey, my kid's sick, I can't go out. Versus, like, fucking, oh, it's always something with your kids. You're so fucking lame. I can't ever take you out. Like, single people who don't have responsibilities, they don't get it.
No, all the young kids that I work with that just like, I'm like, what'd you do this weekend? I went here and went here, went to this bar and this, and I played around in golf, and I came home and I this and I that. And they're like, what did you do? I'm like, honeydew shit, did my taxes.
Adult stuff.
I went to Jerett's house and fucking soldered a new hose bib on because his megalith of a dog ripped it off the side of the house.
That fucking dog, dude.
I love him.
He's a giant. He's a fucking big fucking dog. And of course he played tug of war with the wool. I mean, what the fuck?
And he won. He ripped a half-inch copper pipe off the side of your house. That's impressive.
Yeah, he's frightening if you don't know him.
I came here today and Kevin sees me and knows it's time to play with my buddy. And we started wrestling a little bit. And then he's going... like catching his breath, and I'm face to face with him. And there was a second where like, he's going to kill me.
Yeah.
He loves me, but I'm gonna die.
Yeah. He's super cool, man. He's a good dog, man. And if you know Kevin, then you love Kevin, and he lives up to his name. I mean, he's a big dummy. He's like, if he knows you, he's a big dummy.
Oh yeah.
If you ring my doorbell, he's the most terrifying sound you've ever heard.
Oh, dude, your front door shakes.
Yeah, it's fucking wild.
He's
coming.
Terrifying.
So if you DoorDash to my house or something, sorry. Because
because Kevin's actually a lion.
Yeah, I've had people like just drop my shit. Like, never mind. Like, hey, man, there's bottles in there, man. It's important shit.
Yeah, my life isn't worth your Tito's. Fuck you, dude.
Fucking alcoholic. Yeah, that's for the dog. It ain't for me. Now he's really pissed.
Yeah, have that dinosaur lick it up. Get the fuck out of here.
Oh, man. You want to draw a question today?
I do. And for those of you who can see us, you see how empty this is?
They're getting low, dude. They're getting real low.
The sun's getting low, big fella.
Time to take us home.
Oh, dig this one out of the bottom here. All right. Ooh. This is from Mia Sposa.
Yeah?
Who would you elect president of the internet? President of the internet. Ooh.
Isn't Elon Musk already president of the internet?
I was going to say we got one already.
I don't know. Somebody smart. Probably like somebody like Elon Musk. Maybe not Elon Musk because he runs everything, but... So the internet doesn't make sense, right? Like I tried to explain to Hunter, who's 9, because I was like, "Do you want to go live on Mars?" And he was like, "Fuck no, there's no Wi-Fi." And I said, "There's probably actually Wi-Fi." And I said, "Do you know how Wi-Fi works?" And he said, "No." And I said, "Neither do I."
I said, "Hey Siri."
Yeah. Explain this fucking voodoo magic to me. It's fucking, bro. It's magic. It's the craziest thing on the planet.
Yeah, just internet comes through the air.
Yeah, and just fucking my pictures get to your phone as soon as I hit send.
Yeah, it goes to space.
Yeah,
and comes back.
Yeah, and it's my picture. Yeah, like it's like it doesn't make sense. I think the aliens invented it for sure.
Yeah,
but Elon Musk, man, somebody smart like that, somebody who can make the shit work better.
Yeah, the problem with the internet is it's just the most unregulated commerce in the world.
And there's a dark web.
Oh, yeah.
Like, there's like fucking, for you normal people who just Google shit, there are terrible things on the fucking internet.
Which is crazy to me. So the internet is supposed to be this secure forum. There's all this stuff. And then there's a dark web that's a subset of it that you have to go through different pathways to get there.
Yeah, I think you have to go through like back doors. Like it's not regular internet. You have to know how to find it to find it.
Which is insane. The whole fucking concept is but you can get like they have like hitmen on there, and you can buy all kinds of drugs and kids and all kinds of shit.
You can buy whatever you want on the dark web.
I don't know who you'd make president of the internet. That'd be a tough one.
That'd be a scary thing because of things like the dark web, right? So if you are the president of the internet, then you know that those things go on, you just don't necessarily put a stop to them. And if you don't put a stop to them, are you colluding? Like, there's so much there. Like, I don't... my brother, so he could get a date. I don't know.
But if you're president of the internet, you're president of the world. It's the WWW, the World Wide Web. Yeah. Like, you are president of the whole kit and caboodle, everything.
Yeah, and whatever you say is law then.
Yeah.
Like, there's no... Kim Jong-un, he was probably the president of the internet in North Korea.
Oh, yeah.
Because you can go to 3 websites and they're probably all his.
KimJongUn.org.com and .net.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, so if there was a choice, I'd pick nobody, because I don't think that anybody needs to regulate the internet. Now, do I think that there's fucked up things on there? Yes. Do I think that it would be up to one person to fix it? I don't fucking think so. It's too widespread.
Oh, it's too massive.
Yeah.
How would one person control it?
Yeah, I don't understand the internet. Like, I really don't.
We barely have somebody who controls our fucking nation.
Yeah. We got fact checkers fucking doing our Facebook stuff. Like, how do you get anything done? Because they have AI now. So AI bots check our content on YouTube and tell us if we can get monetized or not.
That's wild.
And if they say no, and you want them to have a person check it, you have to request that.
That's wild.
It is fucking crazy.
Yikes.
It is the fucking world we live in.
Yikes.
I don't fucking trust any of it, by the way.
Oh, fuck no, dude.
It is from the aliens.
Absolutely.
It's bullshit. So, what do you want to talk about today?
We're going to talk about aging.
Okay.
Aging in your 30s, aging
in your 30s and your 40s,
getting older, and what that looks like, what kind of adventure that is.
Yeah. So the first thing I put on the board, obviously, was money. Because I didn't start making money until about 32, I want to say.
Yep.
That's kind of the pivotal moment in life where you've been in a job for a long time and you have a career. If you're doing life right, in your 30s, you should make a ton of money. You should have a ton more responsibility. You should be growing in your role and being closer to where you want to be for your end goal, because you should have spent your 20s learning everything.
Oh, yeah. I would say growing in your 30s and aging in your 30s is much more of when, like, you start to become an adult.
Oh, yeah, dude.
Because, for sure. There's 13 to 18 is a huge growing spurt because you hit puberty.
Right. And then at 18, you're supposed to be an adult. Like, you're 18, not. You're not, I promise.
18 to 25. So I've heard this a lot from other people and experienced myself. After, like, 25, I didn't want to go to the bars anymore. Like, 18 to 25, I fucking partied my ass off.
Yeah, and what you're supposed to.
Yeah, but then I hit 25 and you hit, like, burnout. Yeah. And I was just kind of like, The bars suck. It's the same thing. I've seen the same girls and the same people. I've heard the same stories. You're all 21 and you're annoying and you're stupid.
Yeah.
I'm 40 years old, man.
Yeah.
But then I really think, like you said, like 25 to probably like 35 is when you kind of, I think, become more career-oriented.
Yeah.
And then, like you said, you start making money. You know, you start getting married. You start having some pretty significant life changes. So I think you mature a lot more.
Yeah. Oh, 100%. That gap right there is an important one in life.
Oh, yeah.
Because that's when, you know, and not everybody. So if you don't fit into this fucking box, that's fine. Everybody's not supposed to fit into the same box. But most people between that age are getting married, starting families, buying homes, you know, like getting very settled into their career, making a lot of money. I thought forever. Forever. I thought $100,000. If I make $100,000 a year, I'll never want for anything. That's the perfect amount of money.
Oh, yeah. 6 figures?
Yeah. Ooh. Yeah. Oh, I made it. No. Yeah. No, you're in a higher tax bracket. I make less money. Like, and you know, all these presidents and stuff, they're like, okay, well, if you make under $60,000 a year, we're not going to tax you. I'm like, take me back.
Take it back. You would make more money. You'd bring home the same amount of money.
Yeah, I bring home the same amount of money, and I could work less. Like, it would be fucking easier.
Well, it's funny. So the firm that I'm at with now, I started at when I was 31.
Right.
And I had jobs. I would say I had jobs up until that point. Mm-hmm. And when they asked me, why do you want to come work for us? The one thing I said to them was, I really want a career and not a job.
Yeah, 100%.
And I've had a number of jobs, but I really want like a career. And I looked at it they had massive benefits, great benefits. 401k ESOP. I got to find out my ESOP evaluation at the end of this week, and I am excited.
It's probably going to be outrageous.
Probably. But it was time to grow up. Yeah. 31, I had a 1-year-old daughter, and I wasn't fucking around and being stupid. I had jobs that paid decent. Kendra had a good job, and like we were married and solid and all that, but it was like, okay, I really need unfortunately, the company I worked for at the time was kind of unstable. And so I'm like, I really need like a stable career.
Yeah. Something with some fucking longevity here. Yeah.
And it's funny you say that. I was 31. Yeah. So you said at 32 is when you started. But at 31, it was the most money I'd ever made. Yeah. But I was like, dude, they're contributing all this money to my 401k. I get a bonus. Yeah. Like a legit bonus. And you're giving me raises and you're paying for my phone and all this stuff. And it was like, oh, shit, this is what like being an adult feels like.
Yeah, I'm an adult now.
I'm an adult. I got a wife and kids and a job. Like, ooh, I have a career. So I agree. It's
wild.
It was eye-opening for sure.
Yeah. Yeah, dude, same for me. Like, because I'd been doing this thing for a while. I've been doing my job for probably, 12, 13 years now since I got out of the military. But, coming up on 12 years. Damn, it's fucking been some days. But 12 years now. So, 6 years ago, I was established. I knew what the fuck I was doing. I knew what I was talking about. I had a customer base. I had, made a lot of connections. And then, when I got let go from that, for my first job out of the military, when they let me go, I didn't even blink and I had another job offer. I mean, it was like fucking boom. Hey, we want you. We want you bad. Like, we'll take you right fucking now. So it feels good to be wanted. Like,
well, that's the funny thing too about being in your 30s. Mm-hmm. I feel that way now. Yeah. And it felt that way. I'm 43. So probably for the last 5 years, my confidence in my career has been growing. Mm-hmm. But for the last 5 years, it's kind of been like, I could get another job tomorrow. Yeah. And I had a lot of established, like you said, I had a lot of established connections and friends and people that I knew and people that were always, the LinkedIn recruiters are savages.
Yeah. Oh, dude. Oh, for sure.
Dude, to my company email, you're sending it to my company email. I'm like, that's ballsy. Yeah. Yeah. I'm like, okay, but.
So when I got let go from the first company that shall not be named, you know who called me? Alan Boudreau.
Nice.
He said, hey, you have a job here. He said, awesome. I'll fast track you to a foreman. He's like, you already know pretty much what's going on. Yeah. And he's like, if you need it, no question, I got you. And this is like right before I was getting married, and like I had a lot of significant charges coming up in my life, man, and I appreciated that. But it's the people that you take care of that end of the day take care of you, man. There's no better feeling.
Well, it's funny. Kendra has the exact same story with the company she's at now. Yeah. She worked for a vendor. Mm-hmm. And one of the folks that used that vendor all the time or now owns the property management company that she's at. Mm-hmm. And he told her, like, hey, look, if this doesn't ever work out, I want you. Yeah. And I'll never forget when that company laid her off right before we got married. Yeah. And I'm like, call him up. She called him and he said, you know what? We don't quite have a job right for you right now. And she's like, that's okay. We're getting married. We got this. We got that. He goes, call me back after you get married. She called him after we got married. And like 2 weeks later, she had a job. Yeah. And she kind of started at the bottom. Yep. But she was at the bottom for like 2 weeks. And then all of a sudden, she's like, I got promoted. And I'm to the top now. She flew up that freaking ladder. Yeah. But it was the same thing. It was this connection that he knew her work ethic and all that kind of shit. Yeah. And now she's chief client officer of his company. Hmm? She's number 3 in the company.
Yeah, she's doing well.
She fucking knocked it out of the park.
Good for you, Kendra with an H.
Kendra with an H, dude. Yeah. I wish I was like, I want to be as important as you.
Yeah, one day. What else we got up there?
Oh, the gym. So you've been working out recently with your brother.
It hurts.
So the one thing I've noticed is I have to either stretch before I go to the gym or get to the gym a little bit early and stretch.
And do like a warm-up, yeah.
Oh, so when I used to go to the UFC gym, I would get there 10 minutes early. I'd get there 10 minutes early. I'd go back to the bag room. I'd wrap my hands, and then I would stretch. And then you warm up, right? So in class, you do a little warm-up, but you don't really stretch. But I would legitimately have to sit there and, like, I had, like, a routine of stretches that I would do Because I've hurt myself. Even at Orange Theory,
Yeah.
I got all fired up and I was fucking running one day and I pulled both my calves and I could barely walk out of the place. And I had to take like a month off.
Yeah.
And now I'm like, okay. I make sure that I'm at least walking around my house, and then I fucking stretch for probably 5 minutes before I go.
Yeah.
I go check in, and then I stretch for more time.
Yeah.
Because you'll fuck yourself up.
And it's a lot worse now because you're older, right? So
yeah.
I don't want to say that everybody. No, I'm not going to fucking lie to you. Everybody in their 30s and above, you're at risk for tearing, for pulling, for breaking, for everything because when you're young, like, you got to think, dude, you don't do the same things that you were doing at 15 or 20. You know, you're not riding your bike around the neighborhood. You're not like all the little things that you didn't realize were actually like really good and supporting your body. We're not doing that anymore. We're driving places and we're going to work and we're fucking walking around a job site. And it's like, all right, now you want me to run 7 miles? Like, I bet you better stretch. I don't care who you are. You better fucking stretch. And that's the same thing they tell like football players, man. These guys are always tearing something.
Oh, yeah.
Like, you have to fucking stretch. You have to.
But what's funny, too, is so go to the gym on Monday morning when I'm driving to work.
Yeah.
Hour and a half in the truck. Get out of the truck. And as soon as I get out of the truck, I'm like, like...
Excuse me.
Because I've been sitting in that fucking truck for so long, and then you got like all your muscles like stretch back out. It's just like, and I stand up and it's like, you got to get like realigned and then, work through it. But the other thing too is you don't bounce back like you used to.
From anything.
Like 15 years old, you fucking pull a hamstring or something. You're like, this sucks.
This sucks. This hurts.
3 days later, you're like, okay, I'm back.
Yeah. Well, and fucking, and like, at the age that we're at now, since we're talking about bouncing back from things, you don't bounce back from drinking. You don't bounce back at all. Like, fucking, you get hammered one night, it's like the rest of the weekend shot.
Oh, dude, you get hammered on Friday night, you're fucked.
And
you're fucked?
I bracket this fucking problem where every time that we go out to do like an event or something, right? I always tell myself I'm gonna go easy the first night,
dude.
And then we're gonna just cruise. Not once ever.
No.
Not once fucking ever.
It's hard for me to dial it back.
Yeah.
I'm like Kevin. Mm-hmm. People start partying and I get like...
Yeah, I'm here for it.
We're doing shots, cigars, what, whiskey, woo!
Yeah.
The next thing I know, I'm like, fuck!
Yeah, dude.
I better drink some water before I go to bed. Yeah, those 2 bottles of water ain't helping, bro.
Ain't helping, no. And then you wake up dusty as fuck.
I'll never forget, too, an old-timer told me, your hangovers get exponentially worse in your 30s.
I believe it.
And I was like, okay.
I live here now.
Kendra threw me a surprise birthday party when I turned 30. Went, had a keg of beer. All our friends were there. It was a great time. I got wrecked.
Yeah.
I got up the next day and was like, what is this?
Yeah.
Like, I know this is a hangover, but this is...
This is not a
This is worse. And it was kind of like, hey, did you drug me? Like, what else did we get into last night? Yeah. Did you push me down the stairs? Like, what happened? She's like, no, you came home and fell face first in the bed and went to sleep. I'm like, I hurt like I haven't hurt before. This is terrible.
Yeah.
And it was like a switch. And I don't know. Now I'm 43 now. I don't know if it's worse in my 40s, but it sucks.
So be careful out there, man. I know that some of you guys are in your 20s, and I was in the Navy. We drank for fun because that's what we did. And, young 20s. I mean, like, you got to think you're in your 20s. That's what the fuck you do. That's what you're supposed to do.
Well, I would wake up and be like, whoa, man, that was rough.
Yeah, I'm not doing that again.
Drink a bottle, like you said, get an Egg McMuffin.
Yeah.
Drink a bottle of water and maybe a Gatorade and be like, I could go back out tonight.
I could probably hang tonight.
Yeah, and then fucking 2 a.m. looking...
Yeah.
Let's go to Denny's.
Yeah. Exactly, dude.
Now I'm like, Denny's. Oh, I got fucking heartburn.
Let's get it DoorDashed.
Yeah. Let's go to bed.
In your 30s too, man, you start looking at your responsibilities.
Oh yeah.
Like I said, dude, this isn't everybody. But most people between, the 25, 35, somewhere in that range, you start getting married, you start having kids, you start figuring out a family. That's not the end of your responsibilities.
No.
Like, some people have pets. Some people have kids. Some people have both. Some people have jobs. I mean, like, and with that money that you're making now, you also have to do your fucking job.
Yeah.
Like, if you want to keep that money, you have to stop drinking on Saturday so you can rest on Sunday and be productive on Monday.
part of that too, like the drinking and partying and the responsibilities ties into having kids.
So do there be days, like I don't feel like doing anything. I'm hungover or feeling shitty, and this is kind of one of the reasons that JJ kind of had me cut back at one point, because she said it's not fair to Hunter for us to not feel good and tell him like, oh, just watch TV or whatever.
Yeah, we have like lazy Sundays.
Yeah.
Is what and we don't have them every weekend, but some weekends we'll go like,
sometimes
what, girls?
You need it.
Yeah, but if it's like rainy out, we'll go, you know what? It's going to be a lazy Sunday. It's going to be a movie day.
Right.
But we all sit on the couch and we go, you know what? Fuck it. It's raining out. We have a big like ottoman that's like the couch, and the girls call it big giant couch. We push the big ottoman in, so it's like a giant
big giant couch.
It's like a bed.
Yeah. Well, your couch is deep seated.
Oh yeah,
you fucking fold into that motherfucker.
It draws you in. But we'll push the ottoman in, and we'll go, you know what? Fuck it. We'll rent movies on Prime.
Yeah.
Or let's watch some family movies. Girls will make popcorn. We'll eat junk food, and we'll kind of all veg on the couch and watch a couple movies.
Yeah.
Which is great, but we don't want to do that every Saturday and every Sunday. We try to do it every now and then because the girls are like, can we go outside?
Right.
If they're just inside all the time, like, can we go ride our bikes? Can we go to JJ and Jerett's and see Hunter? Can we, like, they're like, fuck, can I get out of this house and synthesize some vitamin D? Like, I want to get out.
Yeah, they did enough of the home stuff during COVID and got bored and
oh yeah.
And they don't want to do it anymore.
But my kids too, like, I don't want to watch TV anymore.
Right. I've already seen everything.
I've seen everything. Like, I want to fucking go outside. Let's go play.
Yeah.
And so, to your point, it sucks when you feel like a bag of dicks.
Yeah.
And you're like, oh, like, I don't want to. Because you fucking partied too hard the night before.
Right. Yeah. And, like, at the end of the day, man, you're your kid's support system, and you're their everything, man. Like, if you feel like a bag of dicks, and you're just gonna, and your kids notice, right? So it's a routine, it's a habit. Hey, Mom, Dad always sleeps in on Saturdays or Sundays or whatever. Why doesn't he ever get up and have breakfast with us? Like these are questions that Hunter was asking, and I was like, fuck, man.
That and those sting.
Yeah.
I had a guy that I worked with, older guy, but he was super nice.
Yeah.
Great guy to work with. I was super nice, super mellow. And we were talking about drinking and partying and having kids. And he goes, oh, no, I quit drinking like a decade ago. And I said, why? Just conversation, why?
Yeah.
And he said, my daughter told me I don't like you when you're drunk. And she was like 10.
Yeah. No, it is a slap in the face, dude.
And so I said, were you like a, because everybody changes when they get drunk.
Right.
I get louder.
Yeah.
I tell dirty jokes. I get more fun. But I get more. Your personality gets exemplified or amplified. And I was like, "Were you like a mean drunk?" And he said, "No, I like to party." And same thing. I get loud and I get this and that. And she just didn't like it.
Yeah.
And she told me, and he said it broke my heart. And he said, "I haven't drank since."
Yeah.
Like I literally was like, and he goes, "I don't think I was an alcoholic." He goes, "I drink on the weekends and drink and stuff." He goes, "I just fucking cut, done."
Really? Because
she just said, "I just don't like you when you're drunk."
I mean, dude, like that's enough. Like, I used to dip a lot. I used to dip a ton. So tying this into everything, man, is your kids pay attention to every single thing that you do.
Oh, dude. They're sponges.
They know more than you think. They are very observant. You think they can't hear you arguing? They're at your door listening, crying. Like everything. So I used to dip a lot, man, and I would have spitters. And I had to quit because Hunter picked up a bottle and spit in it one day, and he said, "Dad, this is my spitter." And I was like, "That's it. That's it. There's no more of those." Like, and your kids pick, like, you go outside, you hawk a loogie, Hunter's fucking hawking a loogie right next to me. Like, they are you. They want to be you so bad.
Yeah, they think that's cool because Dad does it.
Because Dad does it. So I had to really look at the way that I do things, and obviously I still talk like I do, and I think that's the way of the world. I mean, you're going to learn it, you're going to live it. But as far as, like, doing dumb shit, man, and partying until midnight, 2 o'clock in the morning, whatever the case, like, I'm trying to kick motherfuckers out. Like, every time that we have a party and I'm like, hey, I need to get to bed because I know what I'm like in the morning.
Yeah.
I'm like, all right, we're either going to rage or you're going to leave. And then everybody leaves. And I'm like, fuck, all right, we can go to bed. But, dude, we used to, when we first moved in, it'd be like fucking 2 o'clock in the morning. People are still here.
Oh, yeah.
I'm like, fuck, please go home.
But by the way, your kid's going to go to bed at between 8 and 10.
Yeah.
And they're going to sleep hard and wake up not hungover because they've never fucking drank in their life, and they're going to be in the morning like, hey, like mine, I'm hungry. Can we get donuts? Can you make breakfast? Can we do this? Can we blah, 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 blah? And it's all the normal requests. And by the way, you're the parent. You got to feed them. You got to entertain them.
It's your fucking job.
I can't be like, hey, here's the keys. I'll go to fucking Starbucks. And, you know.
Not yet.
No, not yet.
There will be a day.
2 years. 2 and change. But you set the example is the perfect way that you were stating it. Like, but you have to be there. And me, like, at times, there are times that hit me when we're drinking. If I get, like, drunk, I'm like, what happens if something happens?
You're fucked.
Like, I know they always tell you, like, you shouldn't, even if you're sober, if there's a medical emergency,
call 911. Yeah.
Call 911. Don't take your kid
yeah.
because the paramedics are working on the victim as you're going to the hospital.
Right, and that's something we should put out is if something's wrong, call 911 first. That should always be your first thought. And so we had a call with Laura the other day, man, and I'm going to kind of sidetrack here, but you know, she's you know, talking about my dad, and she said, I'm so mad at him because he always downplayed it. He always, I'm all right. It's not that big a deal. It's a this, it's a that. My dad had a heart attack like a week before he died, and he chalked it up to heat stroke.
It's a very, I hate to...
Yeah, no, but that's what we do.
Be sexist, but it's a very man thing too.
I said, well, I know where I get it. Like,
yeah, no shit.
Like, yeah, no, dude, I'm like fucking dying, and I'm like, I just need to get home. Like, no, stupid, you need to fucking hospital. You like, so Laura said, like, hey, I just need you guys to be more accountable. You know, don't leave it up to your wives to nag you to go, because Laura, you know, would tell him like, hey, you need to go get that checked out. And he'd be like, no, I'm all right. If it's still the same way tomorrow, I'll go check tomorrow. Like, you know, he was very like me and like you, and just put it off. I'm fine.
Yeah, I'm fine.
Like that moment passed. Like whatever it was, it's over. The problem is that moment could be the start of something fucking terrible, and you can avoid it. And that's kind of her point, was like, maybe he went to the hospital. Maybe he got checked. Maybe they told me he had a heart attack. Maybe they monitored him. Maybe they put him on different medicine. Maybe, you know, like, there's a million things that maybe had he been like, you know what, I should go, then he'd still be here.
Well, that's the exact reason why Kendra's dad isn't here.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
He would go get a physical, a week-long physical. Yeah. He was a high-up executive, and they would, like, run him through the ringer. Well, he went to get his week-long physical. They'd fly him from California to Texas. He goes and he does it, and he had bronchitis.
Right.
So when you have any kind of chest infection or bronchitis or anything, your lungs are kind of cloudy when they do a chest X-ray.
That's what mine looked like when I had pneumonia.
Yeah. So they did a chest X-ray, and they went, your lungs are cloudy, but there's a spot here. And they didn't say that's cancer. And by the way, he was a smoker, like 2-pack-a-day fucking smoker.
Right.
They didn't say that's cancer, but they're like, that spot is very concerning.
Right.
You must, when you get home, when the bronchitis or whatever clears, you need to go to your primary care physician. And he was like, oh, yeah, okay, cool, whatever. I fucking didn't do it. When he went back to Texas, he had stage 4A lung cancer. Yeah. They gave him 2 years. He lasted 2 years.
Yeah.
And he fucking died.
Yeah. So I don't want to tell you this story, you know, like we give you guys our life stories on here, so that way you can learn from mistakes that we make, and you know, be fucking geniuses and stop being dumbasses. But,
we're making geniuses here.
But man, I promise you, man, if my dad would have went to the hospital and could still be here, I would, like, there's nothing I wouldn't give for that.
Oh, absolutely. My dad is very vigilant about checkups because
you have to be.
His dad died of cancer.
Yeah.
And he watched him do it, and he went, nope, I'm not doing that. And when his dad got sick, when Grandpa Stone started getting sick, I don't know if my dad was still smoking. But he quit. But regardless, so he's beat that into me. So we get a biometric screening each year for work, and they do like a crazy blood panel on you and check for all kinds of shit. But I go to my doctor and get my physicals and do the whole bend over and cough and check you and do all that kind of shit. So, and get your blood work done.
Yeah. Your blood work is so important.
It'll tell you everything.
Yeah. So high cholesterol. And it's from what you eat, man, you think red meat is really good for you? Red meat throws your fucking cholesterol through the roof. Yeah. If that's all you're eating, fuck.
If you're on the carnivore diet?
Yeah, dude, it's very important to check your blood work. I mean, if you do nothing else, check your blood work.
Yeah.
Because there's a pill that they can give you to fix that. And what people don't understand is that cholesterol is what clogs your arteries and what gives you heart attacks.
Yeah, that's plaque.
That's plaque.
Plaque builds up in your heart.
And it builds up in your heart, and you can take a pill and eat all the fucking red meat you want. Like, this shit, and I know that everybody wants to take pills, but there's a pill for this.
Is heart disease still the
leading cause of death in America?
Death?
Probably. I wouldn't doubt it.
You can fact check us, but I'm pretty sure I'm right.
Pretty sure.
And it was the number one contender for
forever.
Fucking forever. That's all we'd hear about.
Yeah.
It's heart disease, leading cause of fucking death.
Yeah. Well, and it's everything that we're putting in our bodies, right? Like, nobody's... I like to say this, but it's the biggest load of shit. You don't have time when you're busy in life to eat healthy all the time.
Right.
But you can if you make time.
Right. But we talked about this in actually the time before we recorded.
Yeah.
We talked about it's kids, sports, all the stuff that they have going on. If they got band or sports or practice or whatever, and you're working and your spouse is working and you guys have different schedules and you got to come home and cook. And if you don't meal prep on Sunday because you're busy drinking all day.
Because you're fucked up and laid in bed.
Fucked up in the fucking pool at Jerett's house.
Yeah, don't do that.
No, but you have to plan for it.
Yeah.
And I think that's part of the other thing in your 30s and 40s is preparing for things. So you talk about being successful and making money.
Yeah. But now's the time that you prepare for the rest of your life.
And you start looking at retirement.
Yeah.
And you start looking at stuff. And if you're younger and you listen to this, heed our advice and start stuffing your fucking 401k now.
Yeah, I think you can put up to like 19.5 and then your company can I think, I don't know the numbers anymore, but I know that at $19,000 a year sounds like a lot. But if your company matches 3.5% or 100% up to 3.5% and then 50% up to 6% or whatever, put 6%.
My company matches 6%.
That's insane.
Right off the bat, they're like, and they, our poor benefits folks at our shareholders conventions have stood there and been like, please just contribute 6%. They're like, we know you think you need it. Yeah. You'll never notice.
No.
If you're contributing like 3%, another 3%, you're not going to notice.
It's pre-tax.
It's pre-tax.
It's pre-tax. So what you youngsters need to look at is that makes your taxable income less because it comes out before you get taxed. Pre-tax deductions come out before you get taxed, which makes your taxable income less. So the more money you put away, the more money you're going to keep. I promise.
It's a wild concept. Yeah. Pay heed, children.
Yeah.
Pay heed.
It was the best advice that I could give to anybody. Because, dude, like, we've said it a bunch of times on this show. If you put in from 18 to 21, you make more money than anybody alive.
Yeah.
Like, those slow, small years in your life that you think you need all this money to do all this stuff, if you just save, you will be better off than anybody. Yeah. All your friends will be like, fucking, how'd you retire at 50? Like, what's your secret? Like, I invested. I listened to Jack and Jerett and invested.
Yeah, I put money in when I was young.
Talk to the Foxes. Hit up a financial planner. Like, somebody who can tell you this stuff better than I can. Because I know that it's true, but they'll give you the figures. They'll be like, here, this is it.
Well, but that's another good, probably, piece of advice, too, is like, you don't have to have a lot of money to need financial planning. You can have very little money and go to, like, the Foxes and go, hey, guys.
Yeah.
I don't make a whole lot of money right now, but I am going to probably make money. My career trajectory is going to keep peaking. Yeah. What can I do to help set myself up so I'm not at 65, 70, 75?
Can you imagine having to work into like 75, 80?
Working 40 hours a week. Yeah. Dude, I'm 43.
Yeah.
That's 27 more years. That makes me 70. Oh, my God, the thought of it.
Can you imagine?
No.
No way.
Ella will be 40.
Yeah, dude. Can you imagine? Like, she's retired. You got to go to work.
Yeah, I won't be able to hang out with my fucking grandkids because Grandpa's still working fucking 50 hours a week and driving 140 miles a day. No, fuck that shit. No. So, but seek out that financial advice.
Right, 100%. And the sooner that you do it, the better off you will be.
Yeah, and you're not going to like what they want to say.
Never.
You're never going to like, because you're going to want to...
This is my money. How are you going to tell me what to do with my money?
But it's my money, but I want to party, and I want to do this, and my friends are going to fucking... They're going to Cabo for the weekend. And they're going here, and they're going there, and doing this, and go, hey, you can do that once a year.
Once a year.
And the rest of the time...
Plan for it.
Put other money away.
Yeah.
Save up for it. Don't do the spontaneous, hey, we're going to Mexico for fucking 6 days, let's go. Like...
Yeah, no, don't do that.
Slow your roll. Have some fun.
Yeah.
But... I mean, it's the slow play.
Yeah, so we have up here free time, which you don't have.
No, none. What's that?
Did you hear us talking about how you don't have time to meal plan and meal prep? So there's a certain point in time, man, where your whole life switches and you live for your kids.
Uh-huh.
And it's not a bad thing, man, and don't think that I'm, like, down in that or saying, like, it's a problem. It's not. It's a wonderful thing that we get to have the opportunity to spend these years with our children. Yes. Because you got to think, man, there's a lot of kids out there who don't have both parents or don't like one parent or the other or whatever the case. And you only get a certain amount of good years with your kids, man. There's like, I would call it, so 0 to 4, fucking rough. Yeah. Let's say 4 to 7, your little buddy. Yep. And then 7 to probably 12 is like your, like, hey, like, I love you, you know, all that good stage. 12 and on, like, fucking, you're going to have fucking, oh, well, I like boys and I want to spend time with my friends and this and that and this and that. And I'm going to have fucking, no, Dad, I want to go out with my friends and blah, 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 blah. At 14, you lose them.
Oh, yeah.
Like,
we're getting there.
Yeah. Like, and that's just life. That's the cycle.
And it's okay. It's how it's supposed to be.
Yeah, and then I would say late 20s for guys, probably earlier for girls, but late 20s when you come back and you realize that you're missing out. Yes, you're missing the time now. Yeah, but there's a lot of gap in there, man, where it's like, hey, man, call your dad. Like, oh yeah, sure, no, I'll call him later. Like that was always my thing. Like, yeah, I'll call him later.
My free time now is between when I wake up on Saturday morning.
Your alone time.
At whatever time. To when my kids get up. And by my free time, because I don't have a shop that's 100 yards away from my home,
you should take your dad's house over.
I should. Because I would be down there. Yeah. I would just put my coffee machine down there.
Yeah, 100%.
In a fucking little mini fridge and then go do my shit. But my free time now, I have to do quiet activities.
Right, because you don't want to wake everybody up.
I don't. And if I would actually get off my dead ass and buy some reloading equipment, I would probably load bullets in the morning. Yeah, because it's quiet. Yeah. But that's that's my quote unquote free time is in the mornings, and then the kids get up, and then the day starts. Yeah, and then you go to the gym, you get ready for work, you do this, you do that, you boom 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 boom. Like you move through your fucking life and through your day, and like you said, the responsibility, the thing that you said earlier. It now travels through your children. Yeah, and it's nice. Like Ella's at the age now where she's almost 100% self-sufficient. Yeah, all she needs to do is get her driver's license, and she's
she's our DD.
She's pretty good to go. Like she gets up, she sets her alarm, she gets up an hour before she has to go to school so she can get ready and make her lunch and get her bag packed and get dressed and do her hair and do all her shit. And she doesn't wear a lot of, I think she wears mascara. I think Kendra said she can wear mascara and that's it. So, but she does her hair, does all that kind of shit. She helps get Charlie ready and get her lunch ready and that kind of stuff. And like, she's
she's there.
Yeah. She's good to go. So that helps. But then there's Charlie, who you gotta
the warden.
You gotta fucking wrestle to get to do stuff and get her going to where she's gonna go. She still needs some help, but there's gonna come an age where they're totally independent.
Yeah, where they don't need you.
They don't need us. Yeah. And then it's going to be like, okay.
Yeah.
Well, now, what do I do?
Well, as soon as Ella drives, I feel like her and Charlie and Hunter and all their friends are going to forever just be gone. Mm-hmm. Like, where are you guys going? Like, oh, we're going to go do this and this. Like, I mean, fuck, dude, when I got my driver's license, I couldn't sit still.
Oh, my God, my parents, they're like, I need something to go show. I'm like, I'll go.
Yeah.
What do you need? Yeah. What do you need? I need a head of broccoli. I'm like, I got it.
Yeah.
I'm going to Albertsons in Marietta. We live in Temecula. I know, but they have better broccoli 40 miles away.
Yeah. I'll be back.
Yeah, give me that cash. I'm going to fucking get out of it.
Yeah, dude. And, but, I mean, back in the day, man, and I'm 37. I'll be 38 next month. $20 to fill your whole fucking car. I don't care what you drove.
Well, yeah, you had that independence, but it's a strange cycle to come back to that now and see that.
Be on this side of it.
To be on this side of it, and like now, but my responsibilities are changing as I'm getting into my mid to later 40s. Is okay now. I'm not paying for a bike and helmets and clothes, and now she's buying her own clothes, and now she wants a car, and now she's wanting to drive and gas, and it's now passing that responsibility down to her. Like, okay, now that you're going to be independent, now my role is now to like try to impart responsibility on you. Before it was like knowledge, like this is how you do stuff, this is how you make your lunch, this is your ABCs and your colors and stuff. Now I have to teach my children responsibility.
Yeah,
and that's a whole new fucking game.
You know what's terrifying for me?
What?
Cameron turns 16.
No, mommies.
Next month.
No, and she is gorgeous.
Yeah, she's beautiful.
I'm not saying that like a perv.
No, she's a beautiful girl.
She walks in and her hair's done and stuff. She walks in and all of us are like, nope.
Yeah.
No, and she's got a boyfriend.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah, so she turns 16. Maddox turns 16. You know, they're a couple months apart.
I'm not worried about him.
But she drives. She's going to drive. She has a permit, and it's... I've been in this girl's life forever, man, and she used to be as tall as my knee.
She was your little buddy.
Yeah, dude. She was I called her my little best friend, man.
Yeah.
And time just goes, man, and she's going to want a car, and she's going to want to go out and have fun, and fucking, hey, I'll see you later. And, like, you know, now we have cell phones, and you can track your kids and all this shit, but, like, I can't imagine how my parents didn't ever freak out. Like, where you going? Like, oh, just around the corner. I'm in fucking Vegas, you know?
But it's funny, you can track your kids. That's great. You know where they are.
Yeah.
What are they doing?
You have no idea.
It's not a collar, or it's not an ankle monitor.
No.
It's not going to check their BAC. It's not going to anything.
Did you know they do a tether, like an alcohol tether, where you wear it like as a bracelet or an anklet if you get like DUIs and shit, and it can read the alcohol in your sweat? Can you imagine you give your kid one of those like as a joke for like a present, right? Like, oh, here's the new cool anklet.
Oh, dude, if you could disguise it.
Yeah.
If they made like an Apple Watch, but the band.
Yeah.
Oh, that's some.
Somebody's gonna make it. Somebody's gonna make it. You heard it here.
You heard it here on Chatter was the first. That's ours.
Today is February of 2025.
No, it's, today's March 4th.
Oh shit, we're in March.
It's 7:28 p.m. on March 4th.
March 4th. Yeah, that's our invention. You heard it here first, folks. So, so the last thing that we'll touch on, man, with getting fucking, we'll call it getting old. I mean, we joke it's getting old, but with modern advancements in technology, people are living to 100. Your dad's 82. I mean, like, people are living for a long time.
He's 82 and he's in great shape.
He's in great. He still comes up walking and hunting and fucking do drives. Like, the motherfucker still does everything. But your taste in everything changes.
Oh, yeah.
Right? Like, who you were as a teenager, not necessarily who you are today. Like, we used to drink Boone's Farm and Mad Dog 2020 and shit. Yeah. Like, I won't drink that piss now.
Mickey's, Lucky Walker. Dude. If you brought a fucking semi-truck of it over here and go, you can have all of it you want, I go, Cantu Galliano will take you to 15 freeway right there. Bye.
Yeah, exactly. You know, and it's we drank opportunity drinks and Smirnoff Ice, and they like, you know, you'd have a Smirnoff because the girl that you were with liked Smirnoff or whatever, you know, like
we drank whatever Teased Liquor had on special.
Yeah, dude, exactly.
And it was, for the longest time, it was buy an 18-pack of 16-ounce Coors Lights. Get the second one for $1. And we thought we were in hog heaven.
Yeah,
I drank so much fucking Coors Light.
But I mean, like, so your taste changes in everything, right? So I still enjoy my music, but I now can listen to more things. Whereas before, when I was coming up, I didn't listen to a single drop of country, not one fucking country song. And now that I like listen to it, man, like my playlist has fucking a problem because it'll go from fuck you motherfuckers to fucking Tupac to fucking it just random. It'll go country, rap, hip hop, R&B, classic fucking things that my dad listened to, all the things, you know, and it's fucking wild, but I can appreciate it more now.
Oh, in high school, I was like punk rock and metal. That's it. That's all I fucking listened to.
Yeah.
It's fucking punk rock and metal. I don't listen to any of this other shit. And I was so anal about it. And I remember I had some like ska CDs, and I had some other stuff like 311, some other kind of rocky kind of stuff. And I was like, I'm not listening to that shit anymore.
Yeah.
And like I put it all away. And then I graduate college to really age myself. Graduate college, and I got an iPod.
I listened to a song today, and he was talking about the tracks on his iPod, and I was like, "That's how you know this shit is old as fuck."
but I got an iPod, and I was like, "Oh, you used to have to take your CD, put it into your computer. Your computer would read it, and then it would transfer it to your iPod."
Yeah.
So I had like 200 CDs.
Yeah.
Which is a huge amount of music.
Oh yeah.
That's like almost 3,000 songs.
And what you don't understand, children out there who are never have fucking played with CDs, is if you scratch it and it skips, it's done.
It's done.
Your CD is fucked.
It's gone.
Yeah.
But I remember I was such in this punk rock metal fucking mentality, and then we started burning all my CDs. I'm like, fuck it, let's burn them all.
Yeah.
There. And then I'm like, dude, like Blues Traveler, like I missed that song from Blues Traveler. I'm like, oh, like I really do like Sublime. Oh, I like some of the ska and some of this. I still am not a big country fan, but I grew up in a car shop and they listened to country music.
Right.
In the 90s. Garth Brooks was king of country radio.
Brooks and Dunn.
All that kind of shit. So I listened to that, and if you put it up against a lot of modern country, I would rather listen to old country.
Old country was a lot better.
And I'm not a big rap fan.
Right.
But I would rather listen to Tupac and Biggie and Snoop than whatever the fuck you have nowadays.
Yes.
Because a lot of that stuff, I listen to it, and they play it in Orange Theory all the time, and I fucking hate it because I wish they'd play like some rock. But I listen to some of this stuff, and I'm like, what? Kendrick Lamar did the halftime show. Yeah. And even I watched it, I'm like, I don't know what he's saying. I don't know what's going on. I know the name.
Yeah.
I'm not a fan. I don't listen to it.
Right.
I'm like, I would rather listen to like Dr. Dre.
Right.
And Snoop and Biggie and Tupac and all that shit. If I'm not a big rap fan, but I will take them all day over Lil Wayne and all your new shit. I don't.
So Joe Coy has this stand-up from, I think, 2024. And he says, fuck you mumble rappers.
Yeah.
He says, all my life. He's like, fuck you, that's not music.
Well, and the kids in the office are listening like, oh, this fucking track slaps. And I'm like, what? And they put it on and I go, what? Mm-hmm. And they go, how do you listen to that metal shit? We can't understand what he's saying. I go, how do you listen to that rap shit?
You can't understand
what he's saying either.
Yeah.
It just, he said, I'm like, and they're like, well, I really like the beat. I'm like, then listen to EDM.
Yeah, listen to EDM. Which so Skrillex, I don't know if you ever listened to Skrillex.
I like Skrillex.
So like, I used to really like love Skrillex's shit.
He did a song with Korn.
Yeah. So I used to like Skrillex a bunch, man, and you know, but I've always, you know, since I joined the military and met people from everywhere, you know, you kind of get a blend of everything that everybody likes. And if I'm riding in somebody's car, they're in control of the fucking radio, like I'm listening to it. So it was a lot of that for me, and I don't know, man. I think your palate changes, man. Like your drink palate changes. You smoke cigars now. You know, like we drink whiskey neat. We drink it on the rocks.
Yeah.
10 years ago, I'm not drinking fucking whiskey.
Oh, on the rocks? I'd be like, are you fucking high?
No, put 3/4 of soda in there. like,
and some of the whiskey I love.
Yeah.
Like Angel's Envy, Elijah Craig are two staples of mine.
Yeah.
If I go to a bar and I see them, I know, boom, them on the rocks.
Yeah.
10 years ago?
Never.
No way.
Not
20 years ago, when I was 23 years old, if you're like, here, drink this, I'd be like, are you fucking high?
Yeah. No,
I can't. I'd be like, I can't shoot whiskey. They'd be like, no. You just sip this. I'd be like, you're dumb. And they're like, in 20 years, you're gonna love this.
You're gonna love
like,
this.
Nah, dog.
Yeah,
that's not me.
So real quick, man, special shout out to Nathan Quella.
Yes, Nathan Quella. went through his eighth heart surgery today.
And he's on the recovery side now?
Yep, he's good. Okay. I was texting his parents earlier.
Good.
I texted him like right before he went in.
Yeah.
He went in. Everything went well. It went much better than expected.
Yeah.
And so he's good to go. But that's the thing with heart issues and heart valves and things like that is as you age and grow, they have to upsize your valves and they have to like...
Yeah, they got to keep with your changing.
Yeah, they got to manually go in. So I think that's what they were doing. It was kind of...
Okay.
Because he's...
19?
19 now?
I think he might be 19.
Yeah, he just started college, so I think he's 19. So you have certain age milestones.
Okay.
And they do that, but yeah, he had his surgery today. He's good. He's great. He's been putting stuff on Instagram and but I've been talking to Jason and his mom, Larissa, and everything's good. So
yeah, special shout out to him, man. I hope he's doing well. Hope you're recovering well. Hope you hear this soon.
Yeah, buddy.
If you need anything, little man, let us know.
He's fucking loving living on the East Coast.
Apparently. So the message is the same, man. Check in on your friends. If you're in your 30s to 40s, now's the time to start going to the doctor because now's when your body starts to fuck with you. So, that random pain that you have in the middle of your back or that fucking random thing or that, that thing that you don't want to talk about or that, like, it doesn't matter. I would give anything to have my dad here. So I don't, and if you have kids, man, you're being selfish.
I would give a tremendous amount to have your dad here.
Yeah, so just take care of yourselves, man, and it's not that fucking hard. So get yourself a primary care doctor and start there.
Yeah.
I go to Muhammad Ali. My fucking doctor's name is Muhammad Ali.
Cassius Clay?
Yeah, man. A fucking cool-ass little dude, man. And he gives it to you straight, man. But he's not like the dude doesn't fucking judge and be like, he's obviously like, hey, you need to get healthy and this and that and the other. But he's not like fucking, take your fat ass out here and go sit in the lobby.
Yeah.
It's like, no, man. He gives it to you straight. And he's like, hey, you do blood tests. So start, if you do nothing else, do blood tests because it'll tell you a lot of things that you need to know about what's going on in your body.
Yeah.
You might not realize how far off your things are, but they'll give you a chart. Hey, between this range is good, and you're at this range. Like it'll tell you a lot, and then you can go from there on how to fix it or whatever. But
it's
just start
with the blood tests.
Mm-hmm.
So practicing medicine, when you go to the doctor, be honest.
You have to.
Because you're going to go to the doctor and you're going to tell him one thing, and if they draw blood, your blood doesn't lie.
No.
And he's going to go, oh, so you don't drink?
Yeah.
Because your BAC, when I did this, you should have driven here.
Yeah.
And by the way, you've been smoking some weed.
Yeah. Oh, you don't do drugs. Oh, okay.
Oh, you don't do drugs. And your cholesterol's high.
Yeah.
And your sugar levels are out of control.
Yeah.
And you're this and you're that.
And you're pre-diabetic. You need to do something about this. So that's the thing, too, is what you don't understand is that you don't have to be morbidly obese to be on the borderline of diabetes. You could be what you think skinny. If you still eat like shit, your body is fucked up inside. It doesn't matter what you look like on the outside.
Well, but cholesterol too. High cholesterol is genetic.
Yeah.
And there's a lot of people where your cholesterol should be it's like 120.
Yeah.
There's some people that are just at 300.
I'm at 300.
But a lot of them are genetic.
My guy was like, hey, I'm like, yeah, dude, it runs in my family.
But they're genetic, and they'll go, we're going to put you on this diet, and this, and this, and this, and this, and this. And you'll go in and do it, and they'll be like, oh, you're 280. So now we're going to put you on Lipitor. We're going to put you on something because you cannot overcome it. You can't get out of it.
No. Yeah, 100%. So, guys, just the message is the same, man. I don't want to go to any more funerals. I would rather that if you have a problem, you call me or Jack or reach out to somebody that you love and trust. And we want you around, obviously. So,
please.
So get your shit together, you motherfuckers. And then we'll see you guys on the flip side. I think we put this one to bed. It's kind of old.
I think this one's old and tired.
It's fucking bedtime, man. It's a weekday.
Toothless. I know, it's fucking Tuesday.
It's Tuesday. I don't know what time it is, but I would venture to say around 7:30.
Yeah, I think Your powers of deduction are right on.
So hey, man, thanks for coming out and listening to us, and thanks for everybody sharing our shit. And
yes,
write us some questions, man. We need some more. Give us some topic ideas.
Do you see this? The jar. For those of you who are watching on YouTube, like you're supposed to, you see the jars getting empty, and for those who are listening, you didn't hear anything rattling in there. No. So
I think it'd be crazy for that thing to be full.
Dude, wouldn't that be awesome?
That'd be fucking sick. So come on, guys, help us out.
Show us some love.
Show us some love. So on that note, I've been Jerett.
I've been Jack.
And this is Shadow Wisdom Podcast, and you motherfuckers are welcome.